Hi and welcome to Budget with Tiffany. I'm Tiffany. I'm so excited to have you here today. I'm going to be doing my last cash unstuffing for the month of May, and really it's going to be like a couple days of May and the first few days of June. And then at the end, I'm going to do some rearranging in my envelopes to deal with some things that have changed, and then also do a cash condensing. Even though I'm using prop money and I don't need to necessarily take money back to the bank and stuff, it's still nice to swap out bigger bills for the little bills and make the envelopes much smaller. So let's look to see where we are for the first week, and really didn't end up doing any spending on the last day of May, so really this is kind of the first week of June, but neither here nor there. So let's see. So in our home binder, I went and picked out some more flowers for our garden. And that ended up being $153. So I've got, let's see, 150, 253. So now I've got 100, 20, 35, 45, 52, 54, 56, 58. So $158, which is correct. And then I also did finally get my order for drops to get, I believe it was the dishwasher pods. That finally went through. So it was $35. So take 50 and give myself back 15. So now I've got 20, 30, 45. And then I'm gonna go into my annual binder. Got my hair cut, and it ended up being, oops, wrong binder. I think I would know them by now. So it ended up being the price that the beautician charges ended up going up a little bit, but since I only get it cut every like 3 to 4 months, I don't always know when they go up. So it ended up being $69 instead of $62, which I think is what I paid last time. So I had 65 saved, so 65. And then I'm going to take the rest out of buffer. So let me jump into my variable binder and go into buffer. And so I'm going to take out the additional $4 from buffer. So that leaves me with $10, $15, $17, $18, $19 in buffer. And then in my food, I went and got some sushi yesterday, and that was $12. And so I'll take 12 out. And I originally had $15, but while I was doing my savings challenge Saturday video that I was just recorded right before this, I ended up having an IOU for $1, and I didn't really want to have to push it till the next week because I was going to be stuffing my completed challenges into my sinking fund. So I came and stole $1 out of my food. So I did not update this tracker. So let me update. So that leaves me with $2 that will carry over, or that I'll end up taking to do savings challenges next week. So figured it was same difference. And then groceries, I spent $41 at Aldi, so take back 9, so 5, 7, 9. And then I had, it was $8 for for Target, so put in 10 and take back 2. That leaves me $22, $24, $26. And let's see. From spending, I am going to take $1 from spending and move that to buffer, just because it's really nice to have an even number. Having 19, this way I'll have 20, so 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Always something about round numbers, it's nice. And then, let's see. So before, actually, that'll go to Jonathan. Before I jump into the condensing portion of this, let me make sure that I have the correct amount of money over here. And I put aside $70, so 50, 60, 70 to make change. So I've got 100, 150, 200, 10, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 52, 54, 56, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. Did I forget to do something? Or did I add that up wrong? That was supposed to be 318, so let me just make sure that I added 318. I did 50, 60, 70. So 100. Oh, 51, 50. That makes a difference when there's 3 50s and I only counted 2. So 10, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 318. Okay. That's right, just 50 stuck together. Let me jump into doing some cash condensing. Let me pull out some 20s. And since not taking this back to the bank, I don't need to fully know how much is over here. So let me, why is it every loud truck keeps going by while I'm filming? Date night, eating out, gas, groceries is gonna get skipped since those will come out to go towards savings challenges. And then I think for household, I'm just gonna do another 50, I think. So 20, 30, 40, 50. So we still have 100, but Don't necessarily need a $100 bill in here. Spending, we've got 40, so we'll change the two 10s for a 20, so we still have 40. And let me actually close this and move this out of the way. Running out of space on my desk. Okay, and then toiletries has 20, 30, 40, 5, 47, 48. And then buffer has 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we'll change that all out for 20. And how is everybody doing today? Didn't ask that earlier, and I'm always glad when it is Friday. By the time this goes up, it'll be next Tuesday. So I hope you're having a great day, great week. Getting so close to 300 subscribers. I think when I looked this morning, I was at like 296, which is just astounding me. I can't believe how fast I went from 200 to now almost 300. I have a new set of freebies that I'm working on that I'm gonna give out once I hit 300. So if you aren't already subscribed, I would love it if you did subscribe and help me get to that 300 subscriber mark. So yeah, I truly appreciate everybody who does subscribe. And even if you don't subscribe, just watching this, my videos, I truly appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I love this community. Watching Eva from Budget Your Life, she had a live last night, and just the number of people that showed up to support her, and we were, anybody that wasn't already subscribed to each other, we were going and subscribing, and so it's just such a great community. I love everybody in this community, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. Let's see, for drops, we've got 20, 45, so I'll change those for a 20. And then for gutters, we've got 160, so I'll change those for a 50 and a 10. Home insurance, I just bulked up because when I did my savings challenge Saturday video, I took my completed challenges and was able to put them towards sinking funds. So this one got a fair, like $200. So let's see, so we've got 1,000, 100, 50, 70, 90, 200. Swap those for another 100. And then we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, 95, another 100, 20, 40, 60, 10, 20, so 80, 95, 100. And let's see, and then we've got 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So we've got 1,100, 200, 300, and 25. So 1,325, which is correct. And that is so much smaller. I love getting to do cash condensings, even when it's not real cash. It's just so nice to make your envelopes smaller, easier to count. Home maintenance, we have 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000. So we trade those 100s and this 500 $1,000 placeholder. I'll stick these 20s over here. So now we have an even $1,000 in home maintenance. And for those of you that didn't see this before and wondering what I'm doing off to the side, I bought this little accordion kind of file receipt holder thing, and I'm putting like all my prop money in here, including the prop money that I made, so they each have their own little slot, so that way it's easier to keep track or keep them organized and be able to put money in and out. And then, you know, so it sits open like this so that I can have it off to the side, and then when I'm done with it, I can just fold it up and then close it and keep it where I keep everything else that I have for cash stuffing. Home miscellaneous, we've got 100, 50, 70, 85, 95, 200, 70, 85, 100. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20. So $221, which is correct. Home projects. So I'm going to skip this one for right this second. I'll come back to it though. Outdoors, we have 100, 20, 35, 45, 50. 2, 4, 6, 8. So take that and do 5, 7, 8. So we have 155, 57, 58, which is correct. Property taxes, which also got a large amount of money when I took my completed savings challenges. So we already have $300, so now we've got another 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, another 100. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 100. Okay, just checking, making sure I'm not making a mistake. We got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And actually, so that's 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, right there. Love prop money, but it does stick together so easily because it's basically just paper. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. I'll switch over here. A $500, so we got 600, 25, 26, 27, 28. So $628, which is correct. And that one, basically need just over $1,000 more before October for that one. So, so for roof, I realize they say roof, but then I say root, and roof is kind of more like almost like a Midwestern, like people say roots and stuff here, and but then I realized I say roof, but then I say root, and most people say root. I don't know, it's weird, but I thought it was interesting that I kind of go both ways. And I don't say roof, I say roof, so I don't know. So roof, I am going to be taking this out for now. At some point I will start stuffing it again, but as I mentioned in one of my other videos, we found out from our person that came to give us an estimate that kind of the rough ballpark of what it's going to cost to replace our retaining wall is going to end up being about $40,000 plus or minus, which is nowhere near where we have saved. So we're not going to be able to do it this summer like we were originally hoping. We're going to have to do it next summer, but we realized that we are going to have to stuff a lot more money into our home project envelope in order to have about $40,000 saved for next summer. So DJ and I talked, and we decided, one, since roof is not something pressing. When we bought our house 5 years ago, it was a brand new roof. So this was very much a long-term savings that we were doing. So we were going to take the money that we had set aside for a roof and put it towards home projects. So I'm going to stick that there for right now. And then the other thing that we decided, where is it? Is our new car envelope. We are going to also take that one out. And even though that's a little bit more closer savings goal, we knew we weren't going to be able to save up enough for it anyway before we bought the car, so we probably were going to end up having to get a loan anyway. So if we figure if we save, put everything extra towards the retaining wall for now, then this time next year we should, you know, by like June, July, we should have enough to pay for the retaining wall, and then we can start saving for the car again, and maybe we can, you know, push it off another year from that point to still save for like 2 years. My car's still, thankfully, knock on wood, doing just fine. But it is a 2007 car, so it's, you know, just past the 17-year mark. So hopefully it can make my car last much longer, but if we need to, we can always take out a car loan. So I'm going to take the money that we were saving towards the new car and the roof and put that towards our home projects, and then moving forward, pretty much the monthly money that we were stuffing into both of those is now going to go into home projects. So home projects will be really beefed up each month as to what we're saving. So we've got 11,000 already. So we got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 50, 1,000. Another 1,000, and then we've got 51. Take back 100s, and then we got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. 20, 40, 60, 50, so I'll take 110. So if I did that correctly, which I know I did not, because I'm going to be $20 shy. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 10,000, so 12,000, 100, 200, 300, 430, which I should have 450. So I'm just going to assume that I messed up somewhere because I know my math is correct. So, because new car was $1,450. Make sure I didn't leave anything in there. So I know car had 1,450. So I will just go with that. I messed up counting somewhere. So now we have $12,450 in new projects. So still got a long ways to go, but we are definitely doing a little bit further ahead. So that is it for our home project binder. And then, so I'll go ahead and turn to our annual sinking or longer term sinking fund binder. So for car maintenance, we've got $60. So 50, 60. Clothing, got 100, 200, 50, 70, 80, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Now we've got 300 in clothing. Coaching should be 100 because I added a 1. So 50, 70, 85, 90, 2, 94, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. And since it's my husband, I'll put the donut bill in there. Education, I know is already good because we haven't touched that one yet. Excuse me. Health, we've got 100, 20, 30, 5, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45. So I'm gonna take 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Now we still have $145 in health. Opportunities, we have 500, 600, 700, 50, 70, 90, 800. $10, $20, $30, $40. So $840, which is correct. Shop small. We've got 5, 10, 15, 17, 19, 20. $3, so $23. Tattoo. Just making sure we're still recording. 100, 5, 10, 15, 25. One of the nice things I like about using prop money and not regular money is I don't have to sit there and worry about keeping the nicer bills. It's really nice. It's just real simple. I know several people have asked me about using prop money and have expressed interest in maybe trying to use prop money themselves, which I think I really have liked using it so far. I like not having to worry about trying to take money back to the bank or, you know, getting the correct denominations from the bank and stuff, and, you know, just having everything in the bank, earning extra interest and everything. So I personally really like it, but I know it wouldn't work for everybody. There's so many people who, you know, they need the discipline of actually using cash. They like to pay for things with cash and only use their credit card or debit card when they absolutely have to. And some people don't use credit cards at all. where we use credit cards pretty much almost exclusively. I tried using cash for a little while, but I just found I didn't like carrying that much cash with me, didn't like having that much cash at home for safety and security reasons. Even with keeping it in like a safe and stuff, you know, you just never know if something might happen. And a lot of times I'd forget to take money with me. And I like to get cash back and travel rewards points. So, you know, for me, I didn't really like using the regular cash, but I know for a lot of people, that's what works best for them. So I think, you know, if you're one of those people that cash works best for you, keep using cash. Do what works for you. If you want to maybe do a little bit of hybrid, cash for certain things, but maybe prop money for something, for certain other things like your longer term sinking funds and stuff, but cash for your day-to-day expenses, you know, I think that could be a good intermediate. And you know, without necessarily having to go the way that I did, where I went fully prop money. But I think, you know, if you want to try it just like anything else, see if it works for you, and if it doesn't, go back to cash. And that's where kind of doing an intermediate, because then you're not having to start over from scratch if it doesn't work. But you know, if you like using cash, you know, do that. That's the thing that's so nice about, you know, budgeting, is you do what works best for you. What works for somebody might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for somebody else. So I think as long as you're doing what works for you, you can do it however you want. So let's see, for technology, we've got 100, 200, 50, 65, 75, 85, 87, 89, 91, 93, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 300. So 50, 65, 75, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100. So we've got $300 in technology. We're not specifically saving up for anything. Both of our phones are still generally working pretty well. Computers are working pretty well, so just saving it for future use. Travel, we've got 1,000, 2,000, 2,100, 22, 23, 50, 70, 90, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 93. So we will take these 220s and 10 and get a 50. So we should still have 2,000, 21, 22, 23, 24, 50, 70, 92, 93. So 24.93, which is correct. And DJ's friend is still got to pay us back for his half of their trip down to North Carolina. I think he said he was going to do that at the beginning of June, and I need to follow up with my husband because they were really bad about following up and following through. So let's see, I've done all of those. So next we've got our pet binder, pet food, got 50, 70, 85, 95, 100. Pull out a kitty one. I like your catitude. And then we've got $7. I'll take this and get a 5. So we've got $110 in pet food. which I think for their wet food we buy every 3 to 5 weeks. Kind of just depends on how, because we get like a box that has the canned food in it, like multiple varieties and stuff. And so sometimes we get like a 21 can one, and sometimes we get like the 30 something, like 32 can one. And so how long it lasts kind of just depends on which one we get. And then their dry food, we just get like a huge bag, and so it just depends on how quickly they go through it. But I think it's usually every like 3 to 4 months. So just keep stuffing that while it's there. And then we've got 41 in here, so I'll take this 20. Medicine, got 20, 35, 45, 50. 51, 52, 53, 54. Go ahead and leave that. Try to save my chews as much as possible for the mini Mondays. Monday minis. Monday full of minis. Pet sitting, we have 175, so nothing we can do there. And vet, we've got 100, 200, 300, 50, 70, 90, 400. And 40, so $440 in vet. So excited to get to take the kitties with us on our trip. We're taking a trip to St. Louis sometime this month. I'm not going to specifically say when it is, but I'm super excited to take them with us. So let's see, so these are our mini Mondays, so I'm not going to do anything with those, but let's see what we can do in our longer term savings. So we got 5,000, 6,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 50, 70, so 6,470. Yes. See how we have budgeted enough in June to be able to finish our Roth IRAs, so I'm super excited about that. So we should have the same in DJs. So swap those for a 50. So donut on top. And I mentioned when I did my savings challenge Saturday that today when I'm filming, which is Friday, is apparently National Donut Day, which my husband loves donuts. They call him Donut Lord because he loves donuts so much. So putting donuts towards him today feels very appropriate. So 5,470 as well as NDJ's Roth IRA. And then our 100 envelope challenge, we've got 1,000, 100, 200, 50, 70, 90, 5, 97, 98, 99, 100. So we've got 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 24. 1,324 is correct. So much easier to count when they are condensed like that. 100, 200, 50, 70, 90, 300. And we've got 10, 20, 5, 7, 9, 10, and 4, so 100, 200, 300, 20, 34. So $334 towards our Friday challenge. And I know I mentioned my last cash stuffing video that I can't believe at the end of this month we'll be halfway through the year. So the other thing I'm gonna do is our scratch and saves that I do every month. I'm going to, instead of putting this towards our mortgage, we are going to put this towards our retaining wall. So when I finish this at the end of June, it will go towards the retaining wall. We want to pay down our mortgage faster, but we also know that we have a low enough interest rate that it doesn't really make sense to, you know, like take out a loan to pay for the retaining wall, because it would be a much higher interest rate if we did that than what our mortgage is. So so we have $225 in here. For our 52-week challenge, we've got 100, 200, 300, 400, 50, 70, 90, 500. 10, 20, 5, 7, 9, 10. I know that there's probably so many different ways to do this, but this just works for my brain. So, and then we've got 6 here, so 2 or 4, 5. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So we'll swap this for a $500 placeholder, and then we've got 20, 35, 36. So $536. We are not even halfway, but that's all right. And then the June challenge we just started, so that is it. So I realized as I was preparing for my cash stuffing that I forgot to condense my annual binder. So while I was in here, I was gonna go ahead and just do that. So I'm gonna add this in some point in the video, the cash condensing, cash unstuffing video. So for annual fees, so for credit card fees, we've got 50, 70, 95, so we're good on that. For coaching, we've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 87, 89, 91, 93, 95. So I'm going to take a 50, 70, 95. So this should equal 50. So 10, 20, 30, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. I'll set this over here for right now. YouTube and tax prep don't have anything, and then I think we should be good with we need a budget. So 50, 50, 70, 85, 90. So swap that for a 20. So we still have 90. So that should be 95 plus 50, 70, 95 as well, plus 90, plus 280, which is correct. Car insurance, got 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. $20, 40, 50. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 5. Swap this one, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 500. So we got 500, 50, 65. So 565, which is correct. Car registration is nothing. Christmas, we've got 50. Gifts, we've got 150. Hair, we don't have anything. Massage, we should still have 120, which is correct. And yoga, we've got 55, 65, 75. So let's swap those for a 20. Okay, so that allows this to be fully condensed. So that is it for my cash unstuffing / cash condensing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and like and subscribe. Well, I guess like and thumbs up are the same thing. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.